I wish I had a fast way to do that. Just click a button and bam, music stops. I'm here. I'm sure there's a way, I just don't know how. Well, I just haven't looked into it. Hello, this is a silent stream that something that hasn't happened in a while. Sorry if I'm looking to this direction. What do I look? I probably look like a fool. Yeah, I'm looking to the side because that's where my OBS is. I would put my camera over there because that's where I look most of the time when I'm talking to chat. But my what are my hands? My background can't exist if I'm angled like this. Just doesn't work. I don't know. That's life, I guess. Okay, so couple of things I want to talk about. Um, First, let's look at my list, my current list. So I've been doing some stuff. I've made this. I've made this page. Always very confusing, of course. My little finger. I've made this page to host some information about burn, some stuff that I wanted to put out, and also my current deck list. I added this earlier today. So here's my current deck list. That's pretty much it. And I have a little explanation here on the, I'll say, weird things that are going on with the list, like no Eidolon, big block of text, and then like why am I playing 3 Searing Blaze? Why am I testing 4 Fiery Islet and stuff like that? But it's just a little something that I wanted to do to keep my list somewhere public, so that just if I don't have to keep posting a list, talking about my choices and whatnot. I think this is easier for everyone. I also, it's actually pretty funny. Dark mode still doesn't work here. I'm gonna fix this, but whatever. And then I also have a little introduction to burn segment here, which I don't know. I just kind of wrote about how the deck works. Like did I just see a typo? Oh no. Just how the deck works and why it works, and then some explanations on cards, and then the flexible slots. You can see that I'm very heated about Eidolon just not being good enough anymore. But yeah, and then a little explanation about the mana base and some general tips. If you have any questions, do feel free to ask them to me. And if I think that they're generic enough, I'll just include them here. Just join the Discord. Here are my current. These are the current ways to reach me. And yeah, that's it. The sideboard guide, which has been going on for a while. But in case you didn't know, I think it's relevant to talk about this. So my sideboard guide isn't like your typical Excel table that just tells you what to take out and bring in, because I think that's as useless as a sideboard guide can be. Because if you don't understand why you're taking cards out, then how can you realistically play the deck to its full capabilities? I just don't see how that happens. So a little explanation of the cards here, or rather the main board cards, the flexible slots, and the mana base. This Sokenzan maybe shouldn't be here. And then a little general note about the sideboard, and then what I like to call the packages. which is what you're probably playing. So we have a graveyard hate package, anti-life gain, removal, which is mostly just path to exile, and then some hates, some forms of hate. Then we have the matchups. I mean, these haven't been changed for a while, but that's because the meta hasn't changed for a while. Yeah, that in-out stuff is not a guide, it's a formula. Yeah, I personally don't like it. It's like, if I'm gonna pick up a deck that I don't know very well, here's the thing about sideboard guides. Sideboard guides are very useful for players that know the deck very well. For example, I could live with a in and out sideboard guide because I understand why cards are coming out, for burn at least. But if I'm going to pick up a deck that I don't know very well, that type of sideboards guides, that type of sideboard guide is just close to useless. It's like, oh, you take out this card, you bring in this card, and it's like, okay, but why am I doing that? I don't understand the deck well enough to understand why I'm taking, I don't know, if I'm playing Amulet Titan, I don't understand why I'm taking Explore from the side, or like Arboreal Grey. I don't know. I just think it's a mess. And it's not very clear for players that are not very versed with the deck. So yeah, that's it. There aren't that many decks here, but that's also because if we go to, okay, I don't like to visit Goldfish to have a sense of the meta, because Goldfish is ass at telling you what the meta is. I can quickly go over why, but basically what happens is that it takes results from leagues, and Magic Online leagues have this thing where they count, I think it's 20 different cards to separate decks. So like, yeah, maybe Murktide is like 50% of decks in leagues, but it will only appear once in the dump. So it gets comparable presence to every other deck. What I like to use is this page from Spike's Academy, which I'm gonna be honest, I could plug them, but I'm not really sure what this is all about. I can tell if yeah, lessons. I'm gonna say this: lessons in Magic are a scam. But basically, I like to come here because this only takes big events, so none of that league crap. And we can see that Murktide has a huge chunk of the meta. And that's all I'm going to comment on it for now. But you can see that the rest of the meta has been pretty stale. You have Hammer Time, Yawgmoth, and then you have creativity, Omnath Control, and Elementals. I think they're okay. Well, I what is creativity? I know what it is. Like from a win-con point of view, but like, what is it actually? Okay, I was gonna lump it together with Omnath, but it's really different. Really different. So yeah. So we have creativity. We have Living End, Shadow and Burn, Amulet. Then you have Omnath spread around here. Then some control. Glimpse combo popping up because it won like a. It won like an event recently, so people are jumping on it. But the point that I'm trying to make is that the meta hasn't changed in a while, so that's why these dates are a bit old. This is what, 1.5 months, almost 2 months by now. Yeah, the meta is pretty much the same. Oh, maybe I should link the like images of the cards here. I was lazy about it. Okay, so that's the page. That's something that I wanted to share. This is what I would call the alpha version. It has like enough tabs in the side that I'm comfortable with publishing it to the world. It's been going around the Discord for a while, but no, it's now out there. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to say about the page. And I wanna talk about some other stuff, but I'm gonna jump. I wasn't sure if I wanted to play a league, because first of all, leagues kind of suck on weekends. There's a lot of people playing shitty brews, and when people make shitty brews, they're like, I can't lose to burn. Ooh, sorry. They're like, I can't lose to burn. I can lose to everything else. I'm gonna make a deck that completely folds itself against both Murktide and 4-color elementals. But I gotta beat burn. I'm gonna include 15 life gain cards in the sideboard. That pisses me off a little bit, but I'm gonna go for it. I'm just gonna go for it. I was thinking about not playing a league. Just playing some matches for fun. But why not play a league, right? Why not? This is the deck list. Oh, I showed my list earlier, but I'm testing 4 Fiery Islets alongside 4 Sunbaked Canyon. Very painful, but I think that it's worth it to not lose to flooding. And if I'm not playing Eidolon, I can take the damage, I'm pretty sure. So let's get it. Ooh, I should start recording. Actually, let's... I'm gonna open up... Ooh, I'm gonna open up a text. No, I don't want Sublime. I'm gonna open up a text file to record my matches because I'm lazy and I don't want to make like a proper table now. I used to have the habit of recording all my not recording video, but like recording the results of my matches in a big table that then gave me like my win rate and stuff. But that was when I was playing a lot. I used to play a lot of Magic. Not so much nowadays. But I should start again. I'm hoping for that Bragavan ban. I really hate the current meta. It's just so stale, right? If you're not playing Murktide, you need a very good reason. And mine kind of isn't right now. It's just, I like playing Burn. So yeah. So something that I want to talk about today is... Actually, let's move this. Let's move this. Where should I put this? Where should I put that? I think leading on this is better. But fuck it. I'll just leave it here. Something that I wanted to talk about is how, and this is kind of weird, and I don't mean it in a bad, well, I do mean it in a bad way, but I don't mean it in a way that's offensive to other people. If that makes sense. But I think that there it is. There's Murktide. The I think that Magic streams are hella boring, which is kind of a problem. Because Magic is the one game that I'm comfortable with streaming. It's a game that I know a lot about, at least specifically Modern Burn. So I'm comfortable with... That's kind of funny. I'm comfortable with streaming it, and that's basically it. It's a game I'm very invested in. I know. Well, I don't want to break a rib sucking my own dick here, but it's a game I know a lot about, and at this point I'm racing. It's a game I know a lot about, and it's what I want to be streaming right now. Having said that, Magic streams are hella boring. Like I've been going around the Twitch looking at stuff, and and it's just very boring. Okay. I typically it's just boring. It's just a guy sitting there, or sometimes a girl, but just sitting there and playing Magic, and they're going like, and I did this a lot, but when I was streaming before, that's also why I kind of stopped streaming. Like the streams just weren't entertaining. Whenever I looked back at footage, I was like, God, why would anyone watch this? And if I'm not happy with what I'm putting out, then how can I reasonably expect anyone to be there to watch it, right? But this is what Magic streamers do. Oh, he's attacking me. I don't think I'm gonna block. I wonder what I'll draw next turn. And it's just very boring. They just kind of narrate the game. And to me, that's incredibly boring. And on God, I don't want to be a part of that. So what I'm gonna try to do, and of course, I don't have to talk about this. I could just do it. But hey, guess what? This is reaching, but this is content. Talking about it is better than just sitting here and narrating the game. At least in my opinion. I have the guide, I have the page to talk seriously about Magic. I don't want to sit here and be like super sweaty about it. Ooh, he didn't. Okay. Actually. So yeah, I don't want to be super sweaty about it, and that is why. Or rather, I mean, I'm broke. I'm always gonna try and play the game properly. I just don't want to make sweaty content, if that makes sense. I don't want to be the guy that's sitting here going super fucking spell pierce, going super hard on the game and just giving it 100% of my attention and asking that anyone that's watching gives it their 100% attention. And that's not what I want. It's hella boring. I hate it. I'd rather eat a spider. So that's where I'm currently at. Having said that, not attacking. Having said that, I will obviously talk about the game when I'm playing, and please, I want to make a deal with anyone watching. Hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, why aren't you watching it live? It's thank you for the follow. Gynocid 3, Ginocid 3. Fuck, now I lost my train of thought. I was talking about something. This happens to me a lot when I'm speaking out loud. You know when you're in genocide. Oh, so it's not genocid. Genocid sounds like a horrible disease your grandpa has. This happens a lot. I'm speaking and I mean, that's a counter spell, right? Wait. Hold on. That list is not current. You're actually named Gino. Okay. That makes sense. That list is hella old. Let me. How does? God damn it. How do you change that command? This is the MTG bot, right? This is the MTG bot. How do you change a command? How do you change the deck commands? I know this is very interesting content. Me just kind of fumbling a game of Magic while I try to engineer the stream. Holy shit, this page is useless. How the fuck do I... Is that a custom command? Did I make a custom command for that? Jesus fucking Christ. About to go to an article services within the no eidolon list. Ooh. It's very confusing because of the green screen. It's very confusing. Where's my hand? I got you. I got you. I'm gonna post it in chat like a fucking noob, but I have what you need. I have what you need. And look, I know I'm being kind of an asshole by not playing fast. My opponent's playing Murta. He obviously is just grinding. So you know what? I'm gonna say he kind of deserves getting stalled. Fucking no, that's not fair. That's gonna alienate like a quarter of the Magic population. I'm not gonna call you assholes. Playing the best deck in the format is correct. What the fuck? Here's the current list with little explanations of why I'm playing that list, and I even included the little tidbit about how you shouldn't play more than 2 islets if you're really going serious at it. God, this is boring. I want to wait until my turn. So this is the list I'd recommend, with 2 fiery islets. Eidolon is just so bad right now. I have a whole ass article talking about Eidolon, and I mean, I'm gonna go for it. Talking about Eidolon and why I don't think it's good in the current meta and yada yada yada. And honestly, I think it's still... What do you add? Minus 1 mountain, 1 fetch. Yeah, that would be my go-to. That's what I cut for the last 2 islets, technically. So yeah, that would be my go-to. My reasoning for cutting the mountain instead of yet another fetch was that with this low amount of fetch lands, needing that third mountain isn't really a necessity. You only have 2 islets. Yeah. I only had 2 in Magic Online too, so I had to go get the rest. In paper I got the whole set. Am I dead? Yeah. Oh, this is exact as if he finds a bolt. Yep. Okay. So fuck, I lost my train of thought. Oh, islets, yeah. It's weird to me. Fucking... What am I cutting? I guess Skull Crack is not correct here. And you know what? Ragavan is a pain. It's insane to me how cheap canopy lands were. How expensive is a Sunbaked Canyon nowadays? Fucking 20 euro. Well, 17, 18 if you're willing to, if you just want 1 or 2. But that's a lot of money for this card. This was priced at half that for like a whole ass year. This is good. And same for like Fiery Islet. Yeah, Fiery Islet was very cheap for like a year. It's still kind of cheap. Well, I don't want to be a dick about this. Not everyone has the disposable income to buy cardboard, but in the whole scheme of Magic cards, it is kind of cheap. Uh, but it might be hard to find if you're not ordering. And I get why people don't like ordering these types of things. Um, because you have to pay for what's it called? Postage? Shipping. You have to pay for shipping, and that's hella lame. That's hella lame. Oh, I think I know what I was talking about. I was talking about how I want to do my best to not just be fat man playing video games. And funnily enough, the part actually I'd like to change the fat man part, but that's a whole nother deal. Um, ooh, that's a whole nother deal. I think that the part that I really want to change is I don't want to just sit here and randomly play video games. Genuinely think that's very boring. On God. Having said that, now the conversation has hit a lull, and for when that happens, I've been I've been thinking about ways that I could entertain chat, because that's all streaming is at the end of the day, right? You're entertaining chat. You are entertaining chat to you are entertaining chat while you do something in the background. That's how I am looking at this, and you know, there's a chance that that alienates some people. Like, sure, I get that not everyone wants to fucking tune in and not hear about magic, especially when this is effectively a magic stream. Um, but but I don't want to do the other thing. And spell snare. Wow. Okay, that's bizarre. Um, I was gonna say something. Oh, I know. Um, a question that comes up a lot is, and I kind of get it, but I also don't get it. But it's, why should I play, or like people wanting to force. Oh, that's spicy. People wanting to force mono red. You get a lot in the Discord. Every once in a while, someone comes in and asks, "Oh, hey, why aren't we playing mono red? Do we want to play mono red? Like, what would we need to go to mono red?" As if mono red is superior, or like would be if we had the missing. See, this is why you play a fuck ton of these. This is why you play a fuck ton of these. As if mono red has like a big pool, and part of that, I think this is my suspicion now. It's because of Blood Moon. People are like, Blood Moon's such a good card. I gots to have it. The reality of the situation is not particularly. Blood Moon isn't that an amazing of a card. I mean, it's good, but it's not a pull to drop a whole color. Actually, If Blood Moon were good, I would just play Blood Moon. I would honestly play Blood Moon or Magus, depending on what you're trying to hit. But I would play that on the side. But the reality is that going mono is only better if you're going budget. Because the lands cost money. And mountains kind of don't. So yeah, that's my take on it. There's really the appeal of mono red is either I said this the other day, but I'm gonna reiterate it. It's either this is Act 1. It's either what was I saying? What was I saying? Oh, the appeal of mono red. It's either because you prefer it, and that's fine. If you don't like the white cards in the side, if you don't like Boros Charm in the main, if you're one of those people that just can't handle playing Lightning Helix, sure, you can go mono red, but it's not as good. Boros Charm is one hell of a card. Boros Charm is just too good not to play. And I think that the argument to go for mono red just doesn't exist. Fucking hell. Ooh. I kind of can slam my desk because just to salt him. I kind of can slam my desk because that's where my microphone is hooked on. So if I slam the desk, you hear like this gong-like noise. Not very pleasant, I'm sorry. However, I can, if I want to hype something up, I can ring the gong. Like, does that sound like a gong? I kind of need to know this. If that actually sounds like a gong, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I was talking about mono red. Going mono red is either a personal preference because you want to play mono red, you don't like the white splash, you were dropped as a child. Many arguments to want to play mono red. That's fine. That's fine. I don't have much issues with that. I have issues if you come up to me and say, no, mono red is better. Because mono red ain't better. So this is gonna get bolted, I'm pretty sure. Pause. I'm gonna talk about the game because this is a pretty critical point. This whatever creature I play is gonna get bolted, I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure, but with 2, I think I want to risk it. I'm gonna risk it. Yeah, he has the removal. Okay, sure. Okay, so moving on. And it's fine. I have an issue if you come up to me and say, no, mono red is better. It's not. At least, okay, for now. If they print price of progress, if they print price of progress, maybe mono red gets a leeway in being better. If they print, I don't know, does Fire Blast ask you to sack mountains? That's a thing, right? Oh, got it. Just filled with removal. What was I saying? Oh, does Fire Blast ask you to Fire Blast? Oh, I search Fire Blast. Fire Blast. Sacrifice 2 mountains. Yeah, maybe with Fire Blast you also only mountains. Maybe with Fire Blast you also need to like go for okay, this is good. Maybe with Fire Blast you also need to go for the mono red. Even then, I don't know. I think maybe upping the fetch count is enough with Boros. Because damn is Boros Charm good. Like Boros Charm is the reason to play Boros. Oh, he pitched it. It's the reason to play Boros. So I think that. Oh, and I was going on. That's reason number one to play mono red is, you just want to play mono red. Reason number two is budget, which I think is a fine. Ooh, baby. Which I think is a fine reason to do so. And we all gotta start somewhere, right? I started playing Burn with fucking Gitu. Ooh, thank you very much for the follow, Elder. Okay, I'm gonna move it so I can read. Elder Dragon Tenev. Elder Dragon Tenev. That reminds me. I was what? I don't know what game I was playing the other day, but fucking, I was playing it under Spyro in Murktide Wildness. I mean, Seasoned Pyromancer is a good fucking card. So I get it. Reason being, when your opponent's playing Graveyard Hate, you then have you start pitching your shitty cards, right? And it's just very good. I have one turn here. I can beat Spell Pierce. Can't beat Counterspell. Ooh. It's actually very good. Okay, here's the thing. He has the spot. He can choose not to crack it. Goes to his turn. He has Counterspell up. So I have to do it here. I have to. I drew 4 damage. He has 2 cards in hand. Yep, we got there. Cool. So, by the way, we fucking beat Murktide. Okay. Murktide is a pain in the ass to beat. And I'm very happy that the sideboard card was actually relevant. So we just saw, what's it called? Exquisite Firecraft being a very good card. For 2 reasons, and I want to go over those reasons. Murktide with Spire, that isn't correct. I mean, come on. Let's duke it out. It makes sense. If I'm being serious, it makes sense. Because if you play... Okay, this isn't the list I'm looking for. Okay, if you play a list like this, now your Darcy's and your Murktides, if your opponent has Graveyard Hate, they're just gonna not be good cards. And Seasoned Pyromancer filters to your better threats, to your removal, to your counters, and turns those into 1/1s for free, which is quite good. So I think it's reasonable to play it in the side. But if I'm being totally real, I have to assume that somebody was playing it somewhere in time. Doesn't Goldfish have like a thing that says percentages of cards played? No season here. I mean, but they also played Jace in the side. Come on, it's unplayable garbage. Thank you. Yeah, it's great to be back on. I was going over it a bit earlier, where oh no, I wasn't. I wanna try and come back regularly to streams. Gonna try once a week. I'm not gonna start. This isn't the official start. This is just me. I had time. Got nowhere to be today, so I was like, I can stream. But I want to do weekly, but I'm not gonna start next week because I'm going on a. You say holiday vacation? I don't know. English is weird. I'm going on vacation next week, so like I still work next week, but then after that I'm off. Sorry about the dog. I'm off, so I didn't want to. I don't want to start. I don't want to start committing now to then stop right away. So I'm going to commit when I come back. That'll work out a schedule that actually works, but I still need to look into that. Where I know we were talking about something. Oh, I want to go over why what's it called? Exquisite Firecraft was good there. In case you didn't notice, no. Okay. I thought my computer froze. So what happened there was my Sharona. My opponent had a good start. He had removal. I started with creatures. Bad start from me. And then I managed to come back. How I drew 2 4 damage spells. And 2 4 damage spells reduce the number of bolts that I have to cast by 1. Which is exactly what I needed to win that game. Because my opponent effectively countered 2 of my spells with removal. So having that many 4 damage spells in the matchup was good. Because Exquisite Firecraft isn't only good because it has uncounterable, it's also very good because it deals 4 damage. Like, if this were 3 damage for 2 mana, the rest of the text is the same, I'm a bit iffier on it. I have to admit, I would be a bit iffier on it. But being uncounterable plus the 4 damage is very good at combating that disruption style. Is my opponent... Is my opponent just not here? Are they... Oh, they're probably multi-queuing. Like, whenever I see this fancy icon, I assume big player. So, they're probably multi-queuing. So, you know, we'll manage. We'll just do other shit that's not playing Magic. I think I started saying this, but I got engaged. I was playing some game the other day. Our team, you know, bunch of people, their names you see online like Poseidon, Rookie Peak, Arceus Dota, stuff like that, you know, obviously online handles. And then there was this dude, his name was fucking Joe. I just found it so hilarious. Like, who uses their actual name? And this is being mean considering that 15 minutes ago someone followed and said, "Oh no, my name is my actual name." And I'm being not hypothetical, hyperbolic here, but I just think it's so funny that you have a team of made up names and like fantasy names, and then there's just fucking Joe. That's just hilarious. This is Murktide for sure. Might have removal, we might not. Same intro. And this is why I don't. Ooh, this is why I don't like narrating my games. And here's the thing: when I started streaming, like, 1 year ago, 2 years ago. Oh, my first stream was like 2 years ago. Of course, I haven't been consistent since then. But my first stream, I was like, "Oh man, this is awesome! I'm narrating my games. This is very fun. This is very engaging. It's very cool." And then after like 1 week, I was like, "Oh god, this is kind of boring." I keep saying this. I keep actually saying the same shit over and over again. Okay, I actually need a minute. What the fuck is this? Who plays Spara's Headquarters? Spara's Headquarters. 5-color Omnath. Oh, this is Omnath. I should have double bolted then. Because this rift bolt is very dangerous. Muy dangerous. I'm gonna bolt here. Yeah. I'm gonna suspend that. But yeah, I was like Tameshi Bloom maybe. Oh, that's also a possibility. I don't know. This name, this person's probably grinding, so I assume. Oh shit! It's rhinos. That's a sharpless agent if I've ever seen one. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, that was actually unexpected. Rhinos out of nowhere. I feel like I was in the middle of a thought. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, wait, I was. Yeah. Fucking when I started, I was very happy with narrating games. After a while, it's always the same thing. We always go like, I'm gonna lead on a creature. I'm gonna attack. This is another rhinos sets. Okay, I'm ready for this. I need a land or a bolt. That works. See, narrating games got boring very fast. It's as simple as that. It just gets boring because, yeah, they run force, but if they have force, can't do anything. Heed. What do I side in actually? I need help. I need help. I don't know what to side in. Rhino. Let's see. This hasn't been updated since I wrote it. Let's see if I was in a healthy state of mind. Out Searing Blaze. Don't really have early targets for it. That's true. That's true. Hey yo, that's true. Vortex in. Oh man, whoever wrote this sideboard knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. Wear Tear because of Leyline. Not running him. But yeah, Vortex is good. Shit, okay, that's side. Okay. I don't like Path in this matchup. You're just playing reactive then. Just no. And Deflecting Balm can be okay, but not really. They have a lot of ways to play around it. I'm gonna keep this. It's a one-lander, but I'm on the draw. You know that works. We have the hate card. We have creatures in case they open with a ley line. So I think we're okay. Just just gonna update my little text document here. Say Rhinos. We can kill a rhino just in case. With Path, yeah, it's okay, but that's not what I want to be doing, right? In the rhinos matchup, you want to go fast because their entire deck is okay. Oh, oh, this okay. And I'm fully aware that I don't have a large enough audience to. Oh, this is kind of telling. I'm fully aware that I don't have a large enough audience to like push this, but I would love to like run Twitch predictions whenever I keep a one-lander. That would be very fun. That would be very fun. Does he have the lands? Nope. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, he does. Oh shit. Oh, shit, baby. Ardent plea, what the fuck? Alright. Hey, okay, my bad. My bad. Okay, my bad. My bad. It's okay. No, no. I need to stop banging my damn desk, but also it's mathematically likely that I come out on top there, okay? Okay, so screw you. God damn it, I hate this game sometimes. And I keep forgetting what I was talking about. I feel like I was saying something not very important, but I was giving it more importance than I should have. And now it's just bugging me. Now it's just bugging me a lot. Ev. Okay, so I'm bugging out. Like RN Jesus cares not for your protestations. Well, RN Jesus can fucking suck a chode. Yeah, something that I also want to talk about is the current meta. Just because it kind of bugs me. It kind of bugs me that. Alright. It kind of bugs me that this. Oh, okay, that's far less dramatic than I had hoped. In the interest of time, I'm gonna do this now. This kind of bugs me. Murktide has a lot of presence. Free spell meta is ass. Couldn't have put it better myself there. So these are the real numbers for the online. For the online. It's okay. Again, in the interest of time, if he forces, he forces. He's gonna force one of my spells either way. So these are the real numbers. I mean, there's also something that I kind of want to talk about. Is how I want to talk about how oh, that's good. I want to talk about how little the Magic online world is. Because it's genuinely small, right? It's really small. And people act as if online results are the fucking second coming. Can I? That doesn't work. That doesn't work. They speak of the online meta as if it's the second coming, and it's honestly annoying. It's genuinely annoying when people. I mean, it's not lethal. You're just giving me information. Do I get it? Yep. It's just annoying that people they read online results and they go, oh, and they go, sorry, just writing the result in my little text file. They look at online results and they go, "Oh wow, this is huge. This has got to be like what's correct. It's this. These are the top of the top." No, fucking online players are fucking idiots sometimes. You see it a lot too. And the issue with Magic Online is that it's very content focused. Um, it's very content focused. So a lot of times you have people like pushing narratives to sell snake oil, right? I'm not gonna name any names, so I'm gonna make up some names. I'm gonna make up some names because, in all reality, this is very unlikely it goes back to them. So I can say this. Okay, hold on. I need this bit would have been much better if 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 I was good at English. Hold on. Oh my god, I'm stun locked. Um, hold on. I promise this is fuck. I misspelled it. Um, what was ardent prickly is someone that does this a lot. That sounds like a porn star. Uh, but you know, some content creators do this a lot, where they push their narrative. They push that the deck they're playing is very good. They push that this new brew is incredibly strong and can take on the top of the meta, or they push that their specific build of this meta deck is the absolute best, or they just push that the deck they are playing and they like playing and they do well because it's the deck they enjoy, it's the deck they know well, and they go like, no, this is absolutely the best deck around. And that's just disingenuous. And it's designed. It is designed to essentially fool you. Tread of the Tower for abuse-free spells. Wait. Okay, we've got new information. Maybe not new. I would argue with that. Yeah, actually, I would argue with that. Murktide, yeah. No, Murktide is absolutely cracked. Thrastamine. Okay, so this should be pretty easy, right? I just have to kill them dead. See, kids, this is why you don't play Thrastamines. This is actually a perfect... Okay, rookie pick. Okay, rookie pick. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna talk about the meta a bit later, but this is just too in theme with what I was saying. So, you know, again, not gonna name names, but someone was like, "Oh man, this deck is very good. You should play it. It's absolutely cracked." And then you just have a fuck ton of people coming up and go, "Oh, is this deck the real thing? I want to build it. I want to play it." And then when you look at it with your frontal lobe, you realize, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Maybe this deck is kind of crappy. Okay, because I cannot win next turn, I have to kill their creature. And lo and behold, this deck isn't that good. Oh, he's paying mana for it. He's paying mana for it here. Am I dead? I am. This deck isn't very good. I know. Good. I wish I won this matchup so that I could go like, see, this deck fucking sucks. I lost. Okay. But still, this deck isn't very good. And Palm is good. Path is good. Skullcrack is. Does anyone have a Thrasta list? Do I need to go dig in the Discord? I know people were playing Thrasta a while ago. I need a Thrasta list. I guess this. I don't know. This. Wow, this is that prowess? Where be Thrasta? Do they play life gain in the side? That's what I need to know right now. Ooh. That's what I need to know. I'm gonna assume not and take out Skullcrack. That should be it. Still have one extra card. Or Charm just because it isn't super amazing. But this deck clearly cannot compete with the other top decks. That's the point I was trying to make, by the way. That was the point I was trying to make. It just can't. Because you either draw Thrasta or you're getting thrasted. That sounded better in my head. You're just getting trashed because your opponent has good cards. You have some good cards that need the others to work with, and then you have Thrasta, which is like not amazing. What am I doing here? I think I need to play the defensive role. Although, yeah, I think I do need to play the defensive role here. Oh, look. Okay, also, is my opponent playing a full foiled Magic Online deck? What's the deal with that? What is the deal with that? Okay, I'm in a good situation now, so I can start dishing out damage. Oh, maybe not. Holy shit, the full playset of Swift Spears. I feel like what I was saying about the meta got interrupted. Yeah. So let's talk about the meta. I think that's an interesting topic because the meta. You're saying, Rookie Pick? You're saying that, what was it? 3 of the top 4? And the other one is just Delver. Yeah. Murktide, absolutely cracked. Just, the deck needs a ban. One of these days, Ragavan's gonna get banned. People are gonna make a big drama about it. How can a fucking 2-1 get banned? Doesn't even have haste. Well, yada yada yada. And then some other. Ooh, okay. They play Weather the Storm for some reason. I guess I have to play at instant speed now because of the Deflecting Palm. But yeah, Ragavan's gonna get banned. People are gonna make a big deal out of it. It's gonna be a whole thing. And when that happens, this guy's crazy weather. Well, yeah, it's what I say. It's someone. He queued up for this league, and he went, you know what I would really like? To not lose to Burn. I'm fine with losing to everything else. But I really don't want to lose to Burn. That's what they did. And hey, they're not going to lose the word. Good for them. Can't be too upset at a red boy. Kind of slow, but we don't comment too much on that. I guess I can't really do much. Now he plays that light up the stage, or he plays the Manamorphos first. Sure. What I want is hit a Thrasta with this. That would be glorious. Oh, wait, mutagenic growth. That's my cue to hold this deflecting palm. He's gonna do the thing. What else? What else is in the meta? Hammer time abuses free spells. Sure, Hammer time is an unfair deck, right? Because Cigara's Aid is especially unfair as a card. Just as a card, it is. It makes you skip costs, and it's being used to skip probably the biggest equip cost there is. So yeah, that deck's unfair, which I'd put in that category. Yawgmoth is one of the fairest decks there is out there. Well, that's just not true, right? Yawgmoth is, by definition, an unfair deck. They cheat on mana with dorks. They cheat on drawing cards with tutors. They cheat on playing a regular game with their infinite combo. But I wouldn't put it as a problematic deck, would you? It's pretty fine when it comes to being a deck. I want my opponent to fucking go all in, kill themselves with Thrasta. It's just 7/7. Funny thing is that even if Thrasta attacks here, I would still not win. They got under 9 and I cannot deal 9 by next turn. That Weather Storm royally fucked me. So yeah, I wouldn't put Yawgmoth in the field of cards that are problematic. Okay, that's a palm. Oh, I almost didn't click it. Y'all has to pay for their shit, kind of. So I don't know, tier 1 like that. Yeah, but I'm going off of what you said here in the. I'm going off of the. Okay. Are they holding? Oh, it's Weather the Storm. Okay, buddy. I'm just gonna give it to them. Poor guy. Poor guy. Can I realistically win this? It's a lot of gas coming in. Sad part is that I would probably win this, because I bolt one creature, they can't kill me here. And then with land, I charm, kill the other creature, so I survive. So I have spike, I kill, I have this, I cycle, then I'm drawing these two. That's enough removal to hold on to the game. Maybe. But I'm fine with losing. I'm fine with losing that. My opponent really wanted to beat the burn matchup. But I'm just taking some notes. My opponent was kind of slow and they were playing Weather the Storm. Yeah, that's reasonable. Yeah, I'm going off of fucking hell. Why is this? Okay, whoever made this website Why does this happen? Why does this happen? Why does this happen? Why does this happen? Why? This shouldn't be an issue. Because I have to wait. Website's very slow. I'm going off of these. We can go off of, where's tiers? We can go off of here. Yeah, Murktide, absolutely cracked. Then we have Hammer Time. It's abusing creativity combo. I don't know, maybe would creativity kind of works for its combo. Creativity kind of works, but do they play free spells? Do they play free spells? Do they play free spells? Kinda not. Is this list even reliable? Elbgast. He won a challenge with it, so it's another challenge winner. Yeah, they kind of, they have the combo finish, but like the whole plan is very reasonable, you know? They work for their combo. Now, I will say, no, absolutely no clue how can a deck like this exist with Murktide existing, but you know, whatever. Then we have Yawgmoth, we've talked about it. We have Burn, very fair deck, probably the fairest deck in Magic. Grixis Shadow. I want someone to tell me something. I want someone to tell me something because I'm too dumb to I'm obviously too dumb to see this. But how is Murktide and Shadow different decks? Like, how are they different in what they're doing? I understand that they're different enough to classify them as different decks. But how are they not a subset of blue-red tempo? Is what I want to know. Because to my eyes, Shadow and Murktide are to each other what like Boros Burn and Rakdos Burn would be. Like they share almost everything, but they have a different color, and that, you know, makes a slight difference in things. That's what I want to know. Because in my eyes, they just are. It sucks that this Goblin guy was useless, but that's how the cookie crumbles. Because then, and again, drown in something like a maybe probably worse than Merc. I mean, I get that they play different cards. That's not what I'm saying. It's like, okay, from a meta standpoint, for like how I prepare for each matchup, how are they different? That's what I don't get. Because they're blue-red tempo, blue-red X tempo, I guess. And their impact in the meta is the same. And they kind of just add to each other. Again, I understand it's different, but it would be as if, imagine that Boros Burn is tier 1 with 25% meta share, and then Rakdos Burn has another 5. Would you not say that Burn has a 30% meta share? I would definitely do that. Because, you know, just because slightly different builds of the same deck exist, I consider them different. put him in the same bag when it comes down to like play patterns and like what you as a pilot have to do. But I would definitely say, okay, blue red X tempo is at X tempo. So that's what I think, at least. Do I have lethal here? I do have lethal here. I have lethal here, so I hope they don't fucking get too excited. So whatever, all this to say whatever Murktide is doing, Shadow is also doing, kinda, yeah. What was the deck after that? Living End. Okay. If you can find someone in this planet that argues that Living End is fair, healthy, if you can find someone that says that Living End, how much damage am I taking from my mana? This is rather close, but ooh, no. Imagine if you couldn't undo on magical one. Okay. I was saying, if you can find someone that can argue that Living End is a fair deck, I'll go a step further. If you can find someone that can argue that Living End being tier 1 is healthy, please redirect them to me so I can try and teach them something. And Amulet item, same thing. Just a very nonsense combo deck that gets... Everyone's showed me his... I don't know if this was intentional, but I think it's funny that they kept a hand that couldn't just go off. Or what do I need here? Path is good. And smash this mid-range is going to be good too. And on God, I think creatures are just bad here. I do need to play 2 more spells. I guess I'm gonna try Palm. This isn't what, by the way, this isn't what's here. I need a little thingy here that just hyperlinks me to out Goblin Guide, Helix, Eidolon. Well, I guess it is kind of what's there. Oh, double Searing Blaze is pretty bad. No turn 1 play either. Fuck that. I'm gonna ditch Searing Blaze. Searing Blaze is not amazing here, it's just that kind of deals damage, I guess. It's a lightning strike with extra... It's a lightning strike with extra steps. So that's like the... I'd say this is the competitive tierage. And then you have Glimpse combo, famously unfair. Elementals and Omnat. These two are one and the same. So like their presence needs to be added together. I've brought attention to it before, but whoever makes that page, I mean, I didn't explicitly said, hey, these two should be combined, because anyone that argues otherwise probably eats soup with a fork. But I brought attention to it, and a bunch of people were really mad. Like, yeah, they're not the same deck. It's like they have like 4 different cards. They're like, yeah, no, it's this. Are Prowess and Burn the same deck? And I was like, no. Prowess and Burn share like 8 cards, 12 on a bad day. So I don't know what you mean. Then conversation just stopped. Did you like that silence? It was the sound of silence. And then we start going off the deep end with Green Tron. Weirdly enough, the meta seems a bit better right now. I think that all the free spells bullshit has stopped a little bit. I think it has died down a little bit. Enough that I can maybe play some games of Magic. Okay, because 1 mana doesn't represent anything, I'm just gonna do this so I can go back to chatting. I don't know. I don't see as much just super unfair. The meta stayed mostly the same, but like Murktide, Yawgmoth, and Shadow have gone up enough in percentage points. Then I can look at this and say, okay, this is kinda healthy. Well, not like super healthy, but kinda healthy. My opponent has... Ooh. My fan almost. It's very hot. My house is very hot. And... Actually, turn it a little bit so it doesn't reach the microphone. My house is very hot, and... So I have a fan on. And I was expressing myself with my hands because I'm, not very expressive in my day-to-day, so I kind of have to spend this energy somewhere. And I hit it. And my opponent has double amulet, so I will most likely die here. Beast. Oh my god. Whoever, okay, this is another one. Whoever tricked amulet players into playing Hydroid crazies, you're really cool in my book. Really cool in my book. You're really cool in my book, because sure, the creature and the trigger are separate instances, so it's good against Murktide. But y'all got fucking scammed. Like, what the hell? Is a Titan coming? If a Titan's coming, I can kill it. A Titan is definitely coming. Or just a Dryad? No, that's a Titan. Okay, that's fine. I can still kill it pretty comfortably. I have Path. Oh! That could be a problem. Well, this is a beast. Okay, that's kind of cute. We go up to 7, so I need to draw 4 damage here. Need to draw 4 damage. Oh, I'm about to eat my own words. Oh shit. I was just dissing Hydroid Crazies. And I'm gonna just eat it. Please, are you there? No, that ain't it. Nope. I want to draw here. Maybe that works. Maybe that works. Let's see if my opponent respects it. I mean, if they play a Titan, I do have to kill it, so... I feel like I lost my train of thought there. I was saying something obviously interesting. And... Okay, they have dull amulet. This is not gonna bode well for me. Whatever. I'm just gonna not bring much attention to it. Forget me dissing Hydroid Crazes. Because maybe Hydroid Crazes just won that game. Maybe. Let's see. Shit. I don't think I have more topics for today. I think that's it. I think because something I want to start doing is like having shit to talk about on stream. And obviously today wasn't enough. Because is this gonna be a huge Hydroid Crazes? Oh no. Oh shit. Okay, whatever. Because if I want to make like my content more interesting, at least in my eyes, okay, that's always subjective. I do want to make it more interesting in my eyes. So if that's the case, I need to all right. I need to what do I need to do? If that's the case, I need to have shit to talk about. And it doesn't even have to be magic related, kinda, right? It can just be, I don't know, funny shit that happened in my day to day. I can pull from chat if hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you were here, you could direct me in the direction that you wanna go. What's happening here? I'm curious, did I drop Radiant Fountain? Did they drop Radiant Fountain? I can't imagine them dropping a Radiant Fountain. But with Crazes, maybe they did. So my objective here is draw this match. I want to draw this match. Just because I can. He's gonna pull another Hydroid Crazes. Just fucking feed it to infinite. Cultivator Colossus. Alright. I think this is the... See, my opponent's doing this. My opponent's doing this because they think I have Deflecting Palm. They think I have Deflecting Palm. And that about does it. Yeah, that's 9. Yeah, okay. They think I have Deflecting Palm. And they are playing around it. But the funny part is that I can just... I want Vortex. instead of Searing Blaze. Is that too cheeky? Probably not, right? Maybe Vortex is fine. They were playing around Deflecting Palm, which to me is very funny because it's just very funny because they didn't know I have it. They had the kill before all that spectacle, but they still decide to play around it, which is funny. In my head, it's funny. In my head, it's funny that Amulet players are so Pavlov trained into playing around the Deflecting Palm. If you can use that to your advantage, you should. Just fuck him up. Okay, my cat's meowing like crazy. He wants to get in here. One minute. Actually, let me cast Vortex first. Do you like that little break? Sponsored by my cat. I feel like I was talking about not talking about something. And that's very hilarious to me. Steve is a weird addition to their lists. Is it because... Okay, is Steve being played because of Ragavan? Because that's both hilarious and kind of sad. Like if Amulet players are feeling forced to play that because of Ragavan. Oh my god. Because it blocks Ragavan, right? And if you try to kill it, it still does stuff. I missed what you said, word in and out. So I sided out all creatures because of this nonsense. I sided in Vortex, 2 Deflecting Palm because I had to fill the deck with something, and Path. And I also took out Blazes because they're glorified lightning strikes in this matchup. Alright. If I draw a bolt here, I win, right? Yeah. Yep. God damn. God damn. It's the one bolt that doesn't win. Well, guess I have to live for another turn. Which is... Ow! Fucking cat. Does he get screamed out? Wait. He named Giant. Why did he name Giant? Him making a creature. If he has Titan, I just lose. Which is kind of sad because I did get to turn 4, which is the turn I should have won. That it do be like that. Riftbolt has its downsides, and that's one of them. He has double amulet, so can very easily win the game here. One thing that doesn't win him the game, though, is Hydroid Crazes. So Vortex is doing some good work. I'm just petting my cat now because he loves sitting on my lap. I was gonna say working, but I'm not really working. But yeah, when I'm working, it's very annoying. And if I let go of him, he starts climbing on a keyboard like a factory standard cat. I'm confused. I'm very confused. Like, what could this be that's not a Titan that he just plays and wins on the spot? Okay. Okay. That works. Him fetching Valakut is kind of weird. Guess not. So I need path. I need path here. I need path. Oh. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna lose by a hair here, which is just tragic. Just tragic. And interestingly enough, he's gonna give it double strike. You know what's annoying? The other game he played around deflecting palm, even when he kind of didn't have to, and then this game is just deflecting palm. Yeah, if he has it, he has it. Yeah, he's saving up the mana because the double strike still works. Ooh, hold on. He's giving me a window here. He's giving me a window of opportunity. If I draw a bolt now, I win. He's giving me a window of opportunity with this attack. Yeah. Bolt and I win. You know what they say? Sucks to be you, opponent. He gave me the win, by the way. Ooh. Don't touch the mic! Look at this fucking kitty. He's very fat. He gets kind of. Okay, he doesn't look very fat, but he's not obese, he's just kind of chubby. We're at 3-1. You know what's sad? This league is going very well. We beat Amulet, we beat Murktide. We beat Amulet and Murktide. And if we get like paired with Living End in the last match, it's just still gonna be 3-2, which is fine. It's going infinite, but it's like such a great league, a 3-2. Because fucking Thrasta Prowess was like, I'm gonna play Weather the Storm. Oh my god. I do want to comment on this, and I planned on this stream being very meta. So I'm talking about streaming. I'm talking about what and how I want to stream. But this is usually the point where I just feel tired and I start thinking, well, maybe I don't enjoy streaming that much. And to no fault of chat, but it's like I'm just thinking, well, I have no more shit to talk about. And because I'm on the spot, when I'm not streaming, I could probably say a lot of random bullshit that moderately tracks and makes sense. But when I'm here, it's like, oh shit, I can't really think of anything. This is creativity, I'm pretty sure. Which someone was saying they had trouble with the matchup. I don't think I've played it enough that I can say, oh no, the matchup is so and so. Yeah, this is creativity. This card is so busted for this deck. They make two things. That's a wash. Maybe not. I think I might be able to squeeze out 12 damage here. Crack here. They take it, I untap, I draw. And now I can survive Archon and kill them. I can survive Archon and kill them now, which is gonna be cool, especially for a game 1. Because, okay, their thing costs 4, right? I'm not bugging out, am I? There's Archon, the deck. Archon of Cruelty. Undoubtedly costs 3 and yeah, it costs 4. Why aren't they killing me? Do they play Spell Pierce? So they're setting up a Spell Pierce. Oh no. Okay, this is actually a tough decision. Do they have Spell Pierce in hand? Because all their ways of doing this are sorceries, sorry. And okay, here's my current plan. And yes, I know I'm narrating the game now, but just to iterate over that a bit, I don't mean that I never want to talk about the game that I'm playing. It's just that when I'm fucking deciding if I'm gonna play, when I'm obviously gonna play the Land and the Goblin Guide, I think it's just super boring to hear the same lines over and over again. This, however, is interesting because their list, and I'm gonna show it because it's more interesting that way. They play Spell Pierce, which makes me think that they might be playing for that, or else they would have just gone for it here, yeah? No, wait, they don't have mana. They don't have the mana, okay. Okay, I'm just fully protected now, so I'm gonna pass the turn. God damn, drawing 3 lightning bolts in a row. We don't play Force of Negation right now. They're a sorcery speed combo deck. It makes sense. Okay, so I'm just gonna kill him here. Alright. How do I side against them? How do I side against them? Sweet draw. See, this is what... I'm gonna mess with my opponent. Because I hate when people say this. I hate when people go like, "Oh man, your burn deck drew really well." It's like, my deck just drew. Okay. How do I side against them? Do I plan for Archon? They don't play not the fairy. They don't play okay. Just if they weren't being a dick about it. Maybe you're kinda not seeing it. It was like sweet draw, and I was like, yeah, no. Lucky me, I only had about 32 of those. He was like, oh, sorry, I wasn't trying to sound salty, but whatever. So I hit him with just messing, haha. I hate that, by the way. That's such a dumb thing for people to do. Which I just did. Well, not really, but when people act really stupidly, really childish, and when you call them out on it, they go, haha, just kidding. Isn't that if you want to foster the experience with this? Okay, now he's just kind of being a dick. Is Vortex good here? Is Vortex good here? Yeah, not really. Not really. I don't think Smash is good either. I guess I'll take it back. I guess I'll run it back is what I meant. This is fine. If they lead with hard evidence, then I might be a bit screwed because this Goblin Guide is just terrible, but okay, so I'm not leading on it. Good for me. Did they play the Fairy? I feel like they should. I feel like they should play the Fairy. Archon in hand. Oh, are they? No. Oh, they shuffle the Archon away. It's relevant information, all y'all. See, being mad again. This is what I mean when I say I don't want to do this as like content, just narrating what I'm doing, because you can very clearly see what I'm doing. And that's just not good content. So I want to avoid doing that, but it's a safety net to do that. By the way, like, yeah, there's a lull in what I'm saying, what I'm doing. And then I go, oh, haha, look at the screen. Something's happening. Does he have persist? Oh, no. Yeah, he does. I guess I kind of got screwed, huh? Oh, I have a double bolt coming here. Okay, that's good. I need a skull crack. I can win this game with a skull crack off the top. Now I really need that sweet draw. That ain't it. I mean, I'm gonna keep playing it. I'm gonna keep playing it because I'm a game up for the 4-1, so I don't want to aggressively concede. If this is a counter, then I'm conceding. Yeah, okay. Okay, so do I want path? Is that maybe a thing I want? Like, do I maybe want path? Yeah, lightning helix isn't amazing. So maybe I do want path. Like a single vortex because it's okay. Okay, this hand is good. I guess I can go over my consensus of the 4, the 5, the 4, the 8 canopy lands, which I think was the biggest thing about this whole league, was me playing 8 canopy lands. I loved it. I loved it because you flood a small percent of games, but you know, enough that you notice it and think, God damn it, I hate this. And the amount of canopies I'm playing helps pushing that the other way. And there was this one very specific game today that I played where okay, I'm just gonna. I think killing the crab here is worth it. I'm getting more attacks in. Yeah, if they shock here, ooh. It'd be at 7. It'd be at 7 here. Are they killing my goblin guide? Collective brutality. Oh, wow. Okay, that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate, actually. I'm just doing that. If they have persist here, I'm gonna be upset. If they have persist here, I'm gonna be upset. Yep. It's funny that this deck is a better persist Archon deck than fucking Reanimator. I honestly find that funny. I mean, I'm just losing here. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I think that the matchup isn't that bad. I don't think that the matchup is that bad. I just think that there's a... I don't know. The list I'm looking at plays 1 persist. So it's like, okay, they found it. Sure, whatever. It happens. I think their win con is slow enough that you can easily take it home. So yeah. I was saying thoughts about the league. First, all depends on this chest. Hey, yo, that was a pretty good league. How much is a fucking... How much is a fucking old frame Torak? How much is an old frame Torak worth nowadays? A whole 6 tickets? Wow. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that league. No, but in all reality, So how did 4 fiery islets perform? Better than I expected. I was sure I was gonna get drowned in like a lot of losses because I just die very fast from races. But the matchup spread was so I first match against Murktide I won. Second match against Rhinos I won. Third match against Thrasta Prowess I lost because well, game one, I think that the prowess matchup always boils down to this: is if game one my opponent finds enough threats after my initial cleanup, he's gonna win. That typically doesn't happen, but with Darcy now joining the deck, I haven't played against prowess since Darcy got printed, or barely. But maybe the matchup isn't as easy as it used to be. And then I beat Amulet, and I'm very aware that I beat Amulet for 2 reasons. Reasons number 1, the fear of deflecting palm is a real strategy. My opponent made a mistake because if I have deflecting palm there, he always loses, I think. Yeah, if I have deflecting palm there, he always loses. So he made that mistake. But the fear of deflecting palm is real. But I'm aware that I won that game off of a mistake from my opponent. A mistake I forced by representing deflecting palm even when I didn't have it. A mistake nonetheless. Having said that, I then lost to Archon in 2 successful games where he just found the pieces he needed by turn 3, which I want to say is not characteristic of that deck to have the persist line as consistently as they showed me. So, you know, I beat Amulet, I lost to Archon, so it all boils down to it would have been a 3-2. Makes me think. I want to think. I also didn't really side in against Archon. No experience in the matchup, so I can't really know how to beat them. But I'm gonna think about it. I want to add it to the sideboard guide. Deepalm could be something else. Leyline of the Void. Maybe, but then Hammer kind of beats me all the time. It's like Firecraft is there for Murktide, Palm is there for Hammer, and as much as I think they can play around it, it's annoying enough against Amulet Titan that they kind of have to respect it. And if it's for those 2 matchups, I'm happy with it. What Leyline of the Void wouldn't solve anything, as much as I think that Leyline is a good pick right now. I don't know. Vortex was okayish. But I think that would be the cut. If I'm Hammer always seems to have Pierce. Well, if they have Pierce, if they have Pierce up, then I think I have enough time to have mana to pay for the Pierce. Maybe not. It's 4 mana. It's pretty heavy. Still, I don't think I should plan around Hammer having Pierce. It's what, 2, 3 copies, 4 at best, and they don't draw any cards, so they have a bunch of consistency from tutors. That's it. The verdict on Fiery Islet, though, I did play matchups where I think that Fiery Islet should have been like the fact that I'm playing this many canopy lands should have been noticeable. I don't think I'll maybe I have to watch it back, but I don't think it was responsible for the Prowess loss. I think that both Rhinos and Murktide were matchups where those lands are very heavy to be playing. Even in the Amulet win, they made a difference and it was very close, but I still think it was worth it. And in the final matchup, they just weren't relevant. Okay, so I think that's it for today. Was an enjoyable league, an enjoyable stream overall. Thank you for anyone that hung out for any portion. We don't lose by increments. Because against us, we get thrown over. Maybe life doesn't matter. I mean, it does. I wouldn't play like a fuck ton of Flame Rift, even though today we very clearly saw that Flame Rift is just very good against some decks, because needing one less spell to resolve to kill them is very relevant. But I will say that maybe I don't know. I have to think about the what happened. But I will say I'm sold on 4 fiery islets. I know just one league, not enough of a what's it called? Not enough of a sample to take real conclusions from, but it was. I drew them. I had them down. I paid the life for it. I faced matchups where it should have been relevant, and it kind of wasn't. I mean, I can see myself losing some games because of it, but I think that they will be less common than the games I win because I just cycle them a lot. And that happened today, by the way. There was a game where I had 4 lands down and 3 canopies in the graveyard. That's a flood by every definition of the word. But because they were canopy lands, they just didn't matter. And I drew into lethal. I think that happened. I don't think I fabricated that story in my mind to make my choice more. You're gonna fucking go to the ground? Fucking cat. So yeah, no plans for a schedule just yet, but I will say this. I am coming back to stream. Do I have a scene where that didn't work? I am gonna come back to streaming regularly. Just need to figure out a schedule, and I need to work a bit more on this whole being entertaining. I think today's stream started off well enough, but the thing that happens a lot is as the stream goes on, it starts dying down a bit. I think, but that's on me. That's something that I have to work on. And for reference, in future streams, I will avoid being this meta and talking about streaming for so long. But it's just something that I wanted to talk about. And what is a stream if not a platform for me to talk about shit that I want to talk about, huh? Either way, thank you for watching. Have a good one.